Yo, I value my time so much. I don't want any woman to walk around in my atmosphere and think that she could just play with it. You can't play with my time at all. Don't make me wait. Don't make me late. Don't reschedule because this is not happening again. And that's just my standards. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect my time, like I said, for a non-suffice reason, you gotta go.
What time was the date?
I don't care what time it was.
No,
I don't even care. If you reschedule in
at 7:38.
If it was our date was at 8 p.m. and you reschedule at 7:38 a.m., I still got an issue.
Catching up. So we're like, they're not paying attention to us. And she was just like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm just like, nothing, just chilling, just drinking my juice. And she's like, can I taste that? Oh, she knows.
How old were you?
16.
I was probably like 11.
Wow. I was like, I'm thinking she about to say I was like 16, 7. I was 10.
So I think we can have another question for an icebreaker. So if you travel, I guess, I don't want to say depending on where you are, just as a general matter, what's your first go-to? Airbnb or hotel? And we're going to say hotel resort. Same thing.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it's a 50-50. It definitely depends on where I'm going. If I go out of the country, I guess where I'm going and who I'm with. Because if I'm going out the country, I'm definitely looking at resorts, looking at all-inclusive resorts. If I'm going with a huge group of people, I might look into Airbnb. But somewhere as simple as like Atlanta, Miami, I've always stayed in Airbnbs.
Mm.
Yeah, I've never stayed in a regular hotel when I go, just somewhere simple.
Rico?
What about you, Rico?
Airbnb me. Listen, you get better parties in Airbnbs. You bring more women back. You don't have no noise complaints. Well, you can, but it's not.
You definitely can, and you're not supposed
Yeah,
to
but
party in the
but
Airbnb.
nah, you could party in the Airbnb, especially if it's a villa. You got a group of 5 guys. You're not looking for no. You're not looking for no hotel.
And if you do, you're going to pay out that.
Yeah.
Wazoo.
And then it's always, yeah, it always makes, well, I don't say always, sometimes it does make better sense to go with a hotel, but hotels are last options. Only way I'm going to do a hotel is if I'm in Mexico, because I just don't trust being in the Airbnb, or if I want to have an extreme luxury experience that only a hotel can provide.
True.
Outside of that, I'm good. We're going to Airbnb it. I still Airbnb in my own state sometimes just so I can mess up somebody else's house and not have to worry about mine for the party. So
I feel like a lot of people do that in their own hometown. But I was just talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about Miami, and I was just like Airbnb or hotel, and they said hotel, and I was like, you know what? I've never stayed in a hotel in Miami. Ever.
Really?
Ever.
no, I
Only
did.
stayed in hotels in Miami.
I've always gone with a group of people because I feel like majority of the time I've always gone to Miami for carnival, so I'm always with a group of people, and it just makes more sense to be in an Airbnb than a hotel. And I didn't even realize how expensive hotels are in Miami. Like Miami hotels are actually really nice. Like I would love to stay in a Miami hotel, but I was just like it was never called for me to stay in a hotel in Miami.
I don't know. I think as a general matter, I think I'm gonna go with Airbnb just off the top. But I think a hotel, like what you said, if I want like an experience that nowhere else can provide, which is likely at a hotel or something. Like if it has a crazy view or a certain type of attraction there at the
Yeah.
hotel. Like say for instance, when you go to Hawaii, a lot of places have luau's, and the luau's are almost always at hotels. So even if you're staying off the resort or off the property or whatever, you still got to go and buy your ticket to go to the luau and the pig roast and all of that at the hotel.
Or I would add Vegas. I feel like a lot of people
Definitely hotel.
hotels because
It's a strip.
hotels is
It's all right there, yeah.
it's all right there in Vegas. But I do know some people they do go to Vegas with a large group of people and they get they do get Airbnbs, but sometimes I wouldn't trust that too much because I like to be on the strip. I like to be where everything
Yeah.
is happening, and sometimes when you go too far out of that in Vegas, you get some kind of like skeptic areas.
Nah, Vegas not that
Neighborhoods.
bad. But but I was like, I feel like back in the day, because I'm getting up there now.
Oh, not you getting up.
I'm getting up there now. So
Seriously.
back in the day, the pre affordable Miami days. You know what I'm talking
What was
about.
Miami ever
Shit is getting
affordable?
bad, right?
I went. Listen, I went there a couple weeks ago during the spring break time. It's pretty affordable because the people out there I know really can't afford much else. So it's pretty affordable now. But back in the day before that, we always used to stay in. This was probably when Airbnb was like first a thing,
Yeah.
right? First came out. Everybody stood on what's it called in hotels, and the real thing was because you want to just, like you said, you want to just be near the action. Like,
Yeah.
I want to walk downstairs and I don't, if you got an Airbnb and you had to walk 10 or 5 blocks, who's like, oh yeah, you couldn't afford to be over here.
5 blocks. You can do 5 blocks, Miami.
But
Beach.
now, not 7 years ago. like,
Well, fair enough.
you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, because think about it, it's expensive. Even the raggedy hotels in Miami cost bread. I remember I stayed at this hotel that was disgusting, and I paid $300 a night
Why'd you stay?
because it was the
But it's just
cheapest
like
thing
it's
during
because
spring
it's
break.
No, it's Miami, especially it's Miami. It's spring break. It's like minimum 300.
Yeah,
300
and
a
it's
night.
it's not even a 3-star. It's like a 1.78 star.
I'm super weird
And you're on the
about bathrooms.
street.
Me
22.
too. That's the first thing I look at when I go into a hotel room. I'm like, let me check the bathroom.
That comforter.
So,
Do you do the
You ever
black
go
light?
to a hotel and be like, yeah, somebody was here before?
Aaron, do you do the black light and just over the bed and
I
just
had
be like, let me
actually
check
crazy
certain
hotel
things?
No,
experiences
I
in
travel
Atlantic
with
City.
spray and just disinfect the whole thing.
Of course.
I don't let the blanket touch me. That gotta go on the floor. The pillow, the fancy pillow with the sham can't touch me. Like shoes.
'Cause you know they don't
on.
wash that often.
Exactly. Shoes on at all times. I might have my own towels, my own soap.
I'm actually not.
You might
that.
as well just stay home.
Yeah, stay home.
Yo, like,
Because honestly, not that that's how I feel. I don't.
I've been traveling
trying to
for
get-
a long time.
I'm trying to get sponsors. I shouldn't say this.
I tell you
But
what.
I kind of get like a little icky about that with
See?
Airbnb. Airbnb though,
Yeah. One day I woke up. I
because
had
it's just
ants.
like sometimes it's like
Mm-mm.
I always know that nobody leaves on time in the Airbnb. Most of the time, like they always ask for a later checkout. The cleaning people don't have that much time because the person that wants to check in, they always want to check in early. Is the home ready yet? Like,
I
can we
just
come
say-
and check in?
We say no.
Right, you can't say no, but it's just like, okay, they landed, they want to get in, so house cleaning, hurry up, and
I was like, a personal problem.
it is a personal problem. But damn, I just be looking around like, how well did they clean? I be checking everything with the Airbnb. I'm not gonna lie, and I really don't give that same energy with hotel rooms.
Right.
You know what's the craziest thing? Hotel sex way better than
I
Airbnb
agree.
sex.
Of
though.
course.
I agree.
It's something about being in there.
Wait, hold on.
What if the Airbnb got like one of them furry rugs on the floor? Like, I don't know, something about the furry rug
I
on the
thought
floor.
you was gonna say
Like that.
hotel sex is better than like at home sex. Because I was gonna say, of course,
No.
but I feel like, what is the difference? Because I've had hotel sex way more than I've had Airbnb.
With dirty
sex.
nails, huh?
Dirty hotels.
I'm not gonna lie. Once
And
I was doing
hostels.
this was during COVID. Like I was in hotels all the time. Like the
That's even
hotel
worse.
rooms was cheap.
Told you about the spread.
Uh-huh.
hotel rooms was cheap. I was in hotels in New York all the time. Airbnb. I was in vacation on Airbnb. I think I had Airbnb sex like once.
That's trash.
Yeah.
Once.
I don't know where
yeah.
you've been at. You're still young. Airbnb is cool if you have aesthetics, right? So like
Like a real nice.
you on a
Twice.
penthouse in a
Yeah.
high-rise building, and then you got
Twice.
the water. It's dope. But
Yeah.
it's something about a hotel where you get in there, you just start plotting. Yeah, I'm fucking over here. This chair's gonna be used. Oh, this okay, yeah. Hands are going on that window. This bathroom gonna get you.
This
You
side
start.
of the couch.
Yup, this
arm.
side of the couch. Like you get like when you walk into a hotel and you know you get in some box, automatically in your mind this gonna be the nastiest sex ever. In
Let
the,
me
in the
tell you,
Airbnb, you still be pretty a little bit.
Let me tell you about this. One time I went
It's
to
like home.
I went to Atlantic City,
You're
right?
respectable. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't want to see it on the walls, you know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, in
That
a
is
hotel,
true
you don't
about-
care what
This
happens.
somebody's
Like,
house. Let me at least, you know.
and you get a new comforter and new sheets if you need. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You be all right.
That's a little true. But like one time I went to Atlantic City, right? I don't remember the name of this hotel. But we checked in a little late. They sent us to a room. Actually, they told us that the only room available at the moment was a smoking room. They asked us if we minded, but we just really wanted to just like hurry up and get in. So we are just like, okay, no, it's fine. But it was like, I don't know what we think is smoking. It's just like, all right, we can smoke our weed in this shit. It's fine. But I'm like, no, it smelled like cigarettes. And I was like, I can't. Like, no way. There's no way I can stand this all night.
It smelled like somebody named Bertha who probably smokes squares.
Absolutely. So
Squares.
we were like, sorry, we know we told you we could do it, but we really can't. I'm sorry. Can you give us another room? They gave us another room. We walked in on somebody in the bed, and it was like, oh my gosh, so sorry. We went back down and was like, there's somebody in there. Like, what the hell? So now they like feel bad because like upgrade. So now they upgraded us to a suite. The suite, they had like a little, I forgot what this is called, but it's like a little like bench
Chase
kind of
lounge.
thing.
Ottoman.
Something like that. It had a balcony, had a living room area, a tub and shower. I was just like, we were plotting. We were like, okay, all right. We know
Like
we know
Rico.
what's going down in here. But that hotel was actually fucking nuts because first of all, we fucked for hours. And not hopefully, but like gratefully at this time, we already finished and we were already in bed, but somebody walked in.
They gave you.
On you?
We was in bed already. We was in bed, we were done.
Man,
Somebody
But still.
somebody walked in. They had keys to our room.
Was this in New York?
It was in Atlantic City,
Oh.
Jersey.
Oh, first of all,
Jersey.
Atlantic City is not a place where you want to be.
Why? I've never been there.
Don't just wait like another 5 more years for the gentrification to finish.
Oh, it's
Not
gonna be
the-
there?
Yeah.
I feel it used to be a lot more fun. It's not that much fun anymore.
You know, Atlantic
I don't
City
know
was
when it
ranked
was
like
fun.
top 10 most dangerous places
that
in
one
the
time we
whole
went.
U.S. for a very long time, up until like 3 years ago.
There was
No,
there
it was
this
it was
one
fun
time-
that one time.
There was this one time I took a day trip. I
Not-
took a
not
day
in
trip
our
to
adulthood.
Atlantic City because my friend he really liked to gamble, so he took me
Really?
and my friend there one
And
time.
Alan's back
Went
in
for
his
the day
heyday.
and it was fun. But the next time I had went, because I was just like, oh, being in the casino was fun. They changed like all
Hold
of
on,
the
time out.
machines were like
I'm so sorry.
automatic.
I'm so sorry.
You don't want to go there
What
during
did
the
you say,
day.
Alan? What did you
Wait,
say?
what?
Just ignore it.
Yeah.
I think it's said to get you riled.
I
up.
missed it too. I missed it too though.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, I missed it too.
I think
It's better than Vegas.
that was
Oh my.
I think-
outrageous. I was
Yeah,
out.
AC is the watered down Vegas.
It's not even that.
It's not even that.
It is because they mimic the like hotels there.
No, you
In
walk
Vegas.
outside, you in the hood. You walk
And I
one
feel
block,
like Vegas
you in
is the
hood.
same way. Once you leave
Back
that
in the day, you
strip,
would die. You know, I
Once
stopped
you
going
leave
in
that
like
strip, it's
2014. 2014 was
leave
my
Vegas,
last
the
time in
hood is
Vegas.
disgusting. Once you leave
You're not in the
AC,
good
it's
hood, you're in
disgusting.
the hood, in the bad hood.
Like,
The hood hoodie. It's like Temple. It's like Temple.
you're like, did I just get stabbed?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's just like Temple.
Catch a vibe, you go to the Bagada. And the rule is
that a restaurant?
It's the hotel,
Go to the
but
Bagada.
Vegas got
Get
the
to
same
front,
shit.
You got a regular room, right? You slip them like $100. You fold it up, they upgrade you to like a suite. So you're all good. You chilling in there, you go downstairs.
It works at restaurants too.
Yeah. You chill, you go to great restaurants, great food, everything. Then later that night you go to a great, you never even leave the fucking casino.
Exactly.
You go to the best
So
party.
you're there the whole
You
time.
wake up in the
Yeah.
morning, they got the whole brunch, this, that.
You do
It's
not
like
leave.
It's like a 2-day vibe.
Don't leave the property.
Back in the days, used to be
That
like,
sounds
go
good.
Shopping.
It's so
You could go to
outdated.
the boardwalk back in the day.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's a
What is
boardwalk
this?
Yes.
at Atlantic City?
Yeah.
Like
No, yeah,
16.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? But now you're not leaving. You're not leaving the
Yes.
hotel.
No.
I have no business
There's a lot
outside
of
the
boardwalks
hotel.
in Jersey City. I mean, in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Every single
no business
beach
outside
has a
the hotel.
boardwalk.
Really long.
There's like
strip.
probably 20 beaches
Who's looking for
in Jersey.
hookers?
Okay.
Like literally 15-minute intervals.
I know.
All the way down the coast, down all the way to like Cape May.
They're not blue water.
No, there's no blue water on this side of the world.
Oh,
Blue
I
water.
was saying, you never been to a beach on this side?
I went to I've been to a beach over here in New York.
What is
Not
it
in
called?
Jersey.
But I mean, any beach you've been to, not great. Ain't no blue, nothing.
Southampton beaches are good.
Yeah, they're
But there's no blue water.
Okay.
no. That's not gonna be blue
You
water.
can't see your feet.
No,
Ain't
no,
no-
that's not
Where's
true.
Southampton? Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southampton, isn't that Long Island?
Yeah.
It's not blue water.
No, but there's some clear waters. There's some still water where you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's-
Because Long Island is really long. You go all the way up to fucking Southampton.
But at least you get a little
Maybe
bit
you
of
get
a still
little
water.
something,
It was
something.
voted
Which is
I think that's
cool.
what I was asking.
All right, ladies, question, right? What is the worst thing that you can do on the first date? And what is the worst text message that you could ever send?
Wait, do or ask?
Both. Whichever one is worse for you, whether it's an action or a phrase or question.
If you the I already know what it is, child. If you go somewhere on the first date and the person you're with cannot properly use a fork and a knife.
Like how? Like wait,
Like the, cutting the steak kind of shit.
Like this?
Yeah. I can't.
Like this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna embarrass you, baby. Let me help.
Right.
listen, I'll be
I'm gonna
honest.
be looking at you for a good minute.
But sometimes,
you need some
people
help?
don't know.
like a 4-year-old.
I was about to say, so she sliced it up like a kid.
Yeah,
She made
I'm about to
cubes.
say, listen, pretty much.
mixed her rice in it. Like we at home.
Cubed it up.
I'm not even
Cubed
gonna
it
lie.
up.
My daddy taught me how to do that when I was little.
Same here.
Good.
I
Yeah.
think he was annoyed, because the kids usually want to do it yourself. And I guess I got too old. He had to like show me so I wouldn't embarrass him.
My
It
mom
wasn't
was
even
big
that.
on
Like
that.
my dad would give me steak from his plate, so he would be like, "This is how you do it. You got to put." But like I wouldn't even try to do it myself. He was
I
just
was
like,
trying to do it myself.
just trying to teach me like, "This is how you do. This is how you cut steak."
Yeah.
And
I
my
don't
mom
think
was
I
big
don't-
on
I still
etiquette.
don't know how to cut steak.
Oh, child, don't do it. In
I don't. I tell my girl, shit, like, I'm gonna order the steak. I need you to cut it for me. Whoever I'm gonna
Wait,
deal.
so she puts it in cubes for you.
As soon as she cube it up
Cube
for
it
me,
up for him.
get my little red wine sauce on the side. I was like, drizzle that on top. Ah, yeah.
Do you mix your potatoes in it too?
Nah, I need a separate. Switch plates.
Hell no.
Like I could
Why
do
you
it,
don't
but like
wanna learn?
I don't, cause I don't like.
Trifling?
Every time I tried and the plate starts shaking and shit, I'm like, all right.
Why is the plate
Why would it
shaking?
Say,
First of all, that's
'Cause,
why
like,
you don't got a good
You don't have
hold.
you don't have a good knife. What kind of knife they gave you?
You
Steak
gotta have a
knife.
good
it's a good
hold.
steak. You can
No,
cut it with a
steak
butter
knife
knife.
will cut.
Nah, you know what it is too. And before I just started eating, I'd say about 4 or 5 years ago, I started eating my steaks medium. Before I was a well done guy.
Oh, well, that's why. Okay.
I used to be a well done guy.
Did you just go,
I used
let's
to be
go?
a
Oh
well done-
my.
Actually, maybe like 6, 7.
Well, that makes sense why your
While the plate was shaking, right?
shaking the plate,
Medium well.
the table.
I ate steak well done until I was like 23, 24.
Ooh, child. I ain't gonna lie.
But it tastes good to you.
What, well done?
Yeah.
That's all I ever had.
yeah,
I mean-
Yeah.
Wait.
No, because I'm like people that, because I try not to. I'm lying because I just gasped. But I try not to judge too much because I'm like, well, anybody who gets steak, well done, they like it that way. Like
Yeah.
it tastes good to them.
But Caribbean people make it well done typically.
100%.
Caribbean, and by the way, it's the style of cooking in the Caribbean style. It's made well done. It's drenched in
Gotta gravy.
well, I was gonna say sauce, but you say gravy. It's drenched in wonderful sauce, and it is
With a little
succulent and
onion
well.
and-
It is very good. Now, if you go outside non-Caribbean places, I can completely understand why you may go from medium to medium well, or sometimes maybe it's medium rare. But if you're gonna be eating at a Caribbean household, it won't be an issue. Your steak is not gonna be stiff. It's going to be
It's gonna be
delicious.
juicy.
In my house, we
Well,
call
Hashtag-
I had steak from my dad. My
In my
dad.
house, we call it beef steak.
Beef
Beef steak. Beef steak.
Yeah, beefsteak.
It's beefsteak.
Well, not
Beefsteak.
A,
It's the
C.
Dominican way.
See, that's how I probably used to eat. You know what I'm saying? Dominican shit.
But like eating like whole steak, because my dad used to cook pepper steak. Pepper steak isn't like always like medium, but
I thought pepper steak is like chopped up with onions.
it is. No, it is like
okay.
it peppers and stuff. But I don't feel like I've ever even grew up eating well done steak. But I'm like, maybe some people have. Like, so I try not to be like, okay, that's just what they know. That's what they go for. But it's like if you are old enough, right, and you know what a medium well steak, like steakhouse steak, tastes like, and medium versus well done. If you still choose well done, you just like it like that. I can't argue.
Yeah, I think you might just like it like that because if you get it at a steakhouse and it's just the flavors aren't there, it's not the same. The cooking
They
style
don't
is
do-
different.
They don't do too much.
Yeah,
with
it's
the steak.
salt and pepper.
Yeah,
Right.
they don't do too much at all.
You gotta also think
Steakhouse.
it's kind of like Neanderthalis to kind of
What?
eat a medium rare
A bleeding steak?
Like you're eating a steak that's not cooked, right? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
good.
Does it still have a heartbeat?
It might as well. Sometimes, like listen, I can eat meat.
The lowest I go is medium. I'm not gonna
I only started eating medium because I was starving, right?
lie. And you needed that shit.
And I
ASAP.
needed to eat. And I was like, yo, all right, this is what it is. This is what it is. That's not that bad. But outside of that, like it's definitely a different taste. So from somebody who ate well steak his whole life up until the closer
Last
to my
year.
mid-20s, right?
Last
Stop playing. I'm a grown adult right now.
You said last year, Aaron.
that don't know how to
I'm
cut this
I'm
thing.
a grown adult right now. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is you have to get out, like, because you can taste the blood. like
That's true.
you can taste blood. Like
see,
you can.
now-
I don't care if it's medium rare, medium well, not so much.
I taste
It's
it.
just the
You can
juices.
taste it-
You're
no.
not tasting the blood.
You're
Yeah, you are.
tasting le blood.
Well, maybe it's juice then, because
Mm-mm.
Vampire.
I've had I was a waitress in college, and a lot of people liked it rare. And when I mean just sear
I
it
like
for
rare.
5
It's
seconds,
fucking gross.
and yeah, it's bleeding.
I like Rare Plus though.
It's bleeding, sir. It's bleeding.
Medium.
And he's like,
Stop
I
with
know.
this plus. I don't know what this
That's how I
plus
like it.
is.
Plus.
I like Rare Plus.
It's like closer to medium rare, but it ain't medium rare.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the grown folks
It's
talking.
like a B
What
plus
does the
in school.
mean?
Well, so I didn't
It's
know.
it's
I
in
mean,
between.
I just started really eating steak maybe like 2 years ago. We would literally go to a steakhouse and I'd be like, "What?"
Aaron, you're from Texas. I'm just kidding.
No, that's true. I mean, you're right.
You said that right away.
But I
I'm
like,
just
but I like a
kidding.
good beef rib. Like
rib.
that kind of beef. But I just never been like a big steak person. I guess since I've been an adult. But then we went to there's a Benjamin's by us, and I guess it was started by the people who I guess used to
Definitely
run
mentioned
Peter
this place
Luger's or
before.
something like that. And we went in there so many times, and I would always just get like fish or like a lobster or something like that. One day I said, you know what, let me have a piece of that. Boy, it was over for that steak. It was so good. And I asked them like, how was it prepared? And they said Rare Plus. So
Mm.
Rare is like
That's where you went.
A little bit over rare.
between
Before medium well.
exactly.
Before-
No, before,
before
medium.
medium
Before
rare.
medium.
Before medium, yeah.
No, before medium rare,
Isn't it
Not
rare,
before
medium,
medium.
rare?
because
No,
it's
before
rare.
Medium rare.
Rare.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, medium me. I'm medium.
It
Yeah.
was really good.
And it's so funny because now I won't eat a well done steak. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it just doesn't taste
It doesn't taste the same because now I'm a Neanderthal.
If it's smothered,
Oh,
I will. I ain't gonna
God.
lie.
You guys have converted
Thank
me.
you.
Honestly, I don't even
I
care
promise
for
you, if it's
steak from a
Caribbean style, you
steakhouse.
eat it.
I like
Yeah.
sides from a steakhouse. Steakhouse always has best sides. Always.
Yeah,
But
they're
you know
good.
where I used to eat steak a lot?
Outback.
Applebee's.
Ew, that's fucking gross.
Applebee's, I used to eat steak
Is it good?
all the time from Applebee's. And it was a steak with I forgot what it was called, but it was a steak and shrimp combo.
Like Oscar.
Oscar Mayer.
No, you know how they have like the Oscar and it's like a crab, shrimp sauce or something on top of the steak, I think.
It's not that fancy at Applebee's.
No, but I don't know. It was a sirloin steak with shrimp, and I used to get it with mashed potatoes and fries, or mashed potatoes and broccoli. But that shit was so good. Like, don't sleep on that because that used to be the only thing that I would get.
Can
I
I?
bet you was in
can
there
I-
cutting at me with your fork and knife properly, huh?
Of course I was. How the fuck? How
First-
was gonna get
It
it?
wasn't even steak. First of all, that was not steak.
So what was it?
A pork chop.
I don't like pork chops. And you shouldn't even be talking, Mr. Well Done.
I take well done from a good steakhouse before
chop.
Applebee's.
Nah, I mean steak from steakhouses don't even really be shit.
Wait, so we got one. So one thing you won't do, you don't like
Text.
on a date. That was just mine. I
All
don't
right,
That
so
was
what's
just-
a text message you shouldn't send to? There's 2 questions. Remember,
anything repeatedly. If
Like-
you text me once, give me time to reply at some point. Don't
so don't double text.
Yeah.
Oh, that's whack. I like you,
I mean, 'cause it puts pressure on me to respond, and I'm like,
but I like you. That's
chill
why I'm
out.
like, I'm here. I'm waiting. Hello.
I'm like, right, and I might be, I don't know, scratching my
know.
ass. I don't know. It's just like,
I
Use that
guess you
shitty
like it
finger
or
and
not,
type me
depending
back.
on if you was feeling them. Because if you double text me and I like you, it's like, hold on, boo, hold on. I was just in the bathroom. I'm coming.
That's when you say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was," and then you explain yourself.
Yeah.
I'll say my bad to anybody. My bad.
I'm not saying my bad if I don't care.
Wow.
I'm gonna just answer the initial text. But
You're rude.
Very.
if I'm not feeling you, I don't have no reason to be nice.
Wow.
That's why the double text can never be the same thing. You always have to double text something, 2 separate things. You're gonna respond to both of these.
Also, I was thinking that to repeat a repeat of like the first one. That's what I was.
So like, oh, hey, what you doing? You answer like, so hey, what you doing?
No.
Question mark.
That's
Maybe
a creep.
question mark or the
That's a
eye
creep.
emojis if you don't text back in 20 minutes.
Yeah, like
Not the eye emoji, fiending ass. Like, the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
what are you going through, Amanda?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I was told I'm mean.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
just trying to
you-
figure
maybe
it
a
out.
little
You on
bit.
one today.
We were talking about bitter women earlier.
I'm not bitter though. But I mean, I guess I just don't like to keep conversation with people I don't really feel like keeping conversation with. So don't be throwing
Do
me
you
no
tell
eye
them, though?
emojis.
No.
Do you
These
tell
things
them
are
like,
all-
listen, I don't want to continue this? Are you direct?
Who does
No.
that, Marie?
A lot of people.
Hey,
Right.
listen, I don't. Hey,
But
listen, I don't want to continue a conversation with you. You won't feel it, and I'm making you feel it. No, you gonna feel it from me.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you later.
Thank you. That'll let me know everything.
We don't know when later is, but just gonna say it's later.
You gonna
I'll
feel
text
my
you the next
energy.
day like, hey, is later up yet? Yo, I'm funny as
Or they,
hell. Like,
or they gonna text you the next day like, good morning. Oh my gosh, like, mm-mm.
You won't
If
get
I'm
the
on a-
message if you block them.
True.
I'm not blocking nobody.
Lonnie's the
That
queen
is
of
just
blocking.
hardcore
I've never
mean.
blocked anybody.
Lonnie
on my
will
phone.
block someone in 2. First of all, I never knew about really blocking people till I met Lonnie.
Miss Block.
Yo, Lonnie will block someone in 2.5
You have to
seconds.
be
She'll be
in,
like,
like
boop,
a
boop.
heated argument for me to block you. I'm not just gonna block somebody just to
You
block
unblock
somebody.
once you block?
No, what?
Nah, once you block, you
Yeah.
block for life, kid. That's a life. That's a life sentence.
I feel like yeah.
Yeah.
There was this one time I did block somebody on literally everything possible. But I saw them in person and it was kind of like the energy wasn't bad. But they needed me to they wanted to get in contact with me the next day. So they cash apped me $1 and they said, can you
That's
text
smart.
me? Can you please text me and let me know that you're good? Like you got
Smart.
home safe? And I was just like, oh wow,
And then you gave him the box.
okay. No.
Waste of
That's
$1.
But you know, that's kind of like what guys used to do. Like, well, I don't know if they do it up here, but at the club, like in Houston or at a lounge or something, if it's like a lot of people, a dude will come up to you, what you want here, buy our drinks. So they'll buy you and your homegirl or whatever, and then whatever they want, so they can make sure they actually get a drink. So it's kind of like giving you money
Oh,
so
yeah,
that they
yeah.
can get what they want.
That makes sense.
It happen- Wait, that's not. They don't do that here.
It's a little.
Not they don't do that here.
You gotta realize that
No, I don't know.
the culture is very different. You know, I feel like
They do. They do.
Right? See, thank you,
I
Alan.
don't
I'm
think
not
it's
saying
a-
it doesn't
I don't think it's
exist.
a good move.
I'll give
No,
you a
it's
20.
Very common in the South.
I'm saying yeah,
Very.
it's 20%.
Like where it doesn't mean anything.
What's the point of this rule? It sounds like every day. Just
You
give
drink.
yourself a
We said the same
complete.
thing last year. It don't
Nah,
happen.
nah.
See? Like people
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
turn the fuck up.
If I don't wake up,
I think that's why I've had a headache because I haven't.
But I can't be not waking up.
You what?
Alan, is happening on you
I
for
don't be
something?
having my drink when I go home and I have to deal with these damn people.
Girl,
Are you
it'd be
sure?
hard.
Like I like
Yeah.
I know.
Aaron, let me tell you, we get home from work.
No, you're good.
You had a day. and
Right,
then
exactly.
I get home, you see the kids, everybody. I get a drink. I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, I know. Like
I
you
get
just
2 drinks.
sit down for a
The
second.
house it'd be like blurry. I don't hear. It's just me walking. Now I see everything. I'm like, damn, who's this?
That wall needs to be painted.
Yes.
Get that shit up out that corner.
I can't do that.
During
See,
the
when
week
I
and
drink,
stuff.
in my mind, it's like go all the way up.
Oh no, not at home chilling drinking.
I've never
I don't
drank
know
at
why,
home
but I
and
used to
chilled.
do that.
Really?
I've never drank at home.
Just a
chilled.
little. It's
I
been a
used to
long
just
day.
Make myself a cocktail.
I've
Like
never.
not even like
I told you
I don't know
last
why,
night,
but on a
right?
Friday night
I don't even
would
like
crave wine.
dinners.
Like it's the end of the week. I'm going to go to the liquor store. I'm going to get a red wine. I'm going to come home. I'm going to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would be like, nah, I need something strong.
You need a little something
And I'm
stiff.
like, let me see what rum I got. Let me see
Right.
what I
So
can mix
why
this
you
with.
talking about me?
Because I'm not being crazy about it. I'm not saying I need it.
You're drinking.
You're drinking.
Because
Like you're literally drinking.
It's
I know, like-
listen.
Yeah,
It's
but
a vibe.
shot- I told you I was like 31.
I don't even do
Oh yeah, when you
shots.
started drinking.
I never had alcohol.
But I've been drinking since I was 14.
You said we never had alcohol in the house.
I never. Had
I was about to
alcohol in my house.
say.
Wait, Linda?
Yeah.
No, for whatever. I used to drink. I don't even remember when I started.
Okay. First of all, don't label me. Okay.
Don't
I-
label me. Don't label me.
Don't label me. I enjoy
That
a
same
great
night that I got-
cocktail,
that I had
and
my
I
party
enjoy
with
it.
at
It's
this time,
life.
I got so
It
drunk.
doesn't
that
bother
night.
me. I've come to terms
See,
with.
I never like even thought about drinking. I never wanted to drink. I never had any thought of drinking until I moved to DR. When you go to DR, you drink like hard liquor, like
All
man,
day.
dick liquor.
I used
what?
to always
Man.
experiment.
I thought you said man
I used
dick
to always
liquor.
experiment with my.
Isn't that what she
cabinet in
said?
the
Man
house.
dick liquor.
No,
And
I
we used to
said-
have
I said liquor.
vodka.
But you said.
I was gonna say like.
I used to
man,
drink vodka.
Oh.
Anything that was
What?
dark, I never wanted
what
to
you
pick
think about?
up.
Oh, I like it.
Lonnie, you alright?
I used to mix vodka with
You
any
need some,
kind of
Lonnie?
juice in my fridge.
No, I don't.
When I was little,
You gonna like throw his phone at him.
What's the young drink?
vodka.
Oh.
We had bottles of different vodka in my house when I was
Like
little.
if I go out to eat, if I don't plan on getting drunk, I don't order any alcoholic beverages.
Oh.
Really? Not
Really?
even just a glass of wine?
No, I don't just like
I
I
feel
don't
like
just
it's so childish to get juice. I don't even know why.
I don't
When I
drink
go
just to
out,
drink.
I gotta get a cocktail.
I drink because I enjoy the how it tastes.
I don't even enjoy that.
too.
I like the taste. I don't drink to get
Exactly.
drunk.
I enjoy the taste of
I
wine.
love pineapple orange juice mix. That's what I like.
Me too. And you know what? I learned that
I
in
don't drink
Trinidad.
juice.
They literally got juice out there, like just that mix.
Like
I use
Grape
that
juice.
to chase everything.
Well, I'm not chasing it. I'm drinking it
You just
regular.
drinking juice.
Like-
We go around and drink a glass of milk before you go to bed.
with cookies.
Yuck.
There was this one time a cousin that I hadn't
Bubble
seen
guts.
since I was
For
little.
real.
She had came to New York, and all of her and my family, they were all on my porch. They were chilling. They were catching up, and me and my cousin that's my age, we're like, okay, well, all the adults are outside. Like, let's go through
Just
the
get
cabinet.
wasted.
And they were looking at us through the window. We didn't know because we thought they're
Fucking
they're
idiots.
just catching up. So we're like, they're not paying attention to us. We start going through the cabinets, and we're like, all right, let's put a little bit of this. Let's put a little bit of that. Okay, there's orange juice, fruit punch in the like. Go get that too. And they sent my cousin inside, the one that I hadn't seen in a while, because they didn't think that we'd be like so alarmed by her. And she was just like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Nothing, just chilling, just drinking my juice." And she was like, "Can I taste that?" And I'm like, "Fuck, she knows."
How old were you?
16.
I was probably like 11.
Oh,
or
wow.
12.
I was like, I'm thinking she about to say I was like 16, 7. I was 10.
Why were you drinking that early?
I don't know. I was experimenting,
Nah.
but that wasn't the first
Been
time. But
experimenting for a while.
Yo,
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
a kid, I used to spend a lot of time with my grandparents. And my grandfather, rest in peace, he drank a lot of beer. So he'd be like, Aaron, go give me a beer. I'm like, okay. So I go, I clean the top, get the rat piss off. And
That's what they say.
yeah, like roach droppings and rat piss, all kind of stuff. And
a
I
nice
don't want nothing that has rat piss on it.
From the warehouse.
yeah, from the warehouse.
Just
So
stay there.
I would go clean it off. and I would open it up, have me a little swig, and I'm like, "Here, Grandpa." But I had that swig of beer
Never.
at least about 4 times a day because my grandpa was gonna drink. He was gonna drink a 6-pack now.
I
at least.
never cared for beer.
Y'all
And
little
I always had to.
fast-asses.
My dad always taught me that you have to, because I used to, when I was younger, I used to just give my dad a beer. He was like, you have to open it. You can't give nobody a
See?
beer and you don't open
You
it.
gotta clean it and
So
open it.
yeah, he was like, you always gotta take the beer, the top opener, like open it, and he was like, that's how you serve somebody beer. You can't just
Right.
give it to them.
Absolutely.
But I never
True.
cared to drink any of it. I've never cared for beer.
Y'all
I
ain't
like a
nothing
good
like
beer.
a ice cold
Mad
beer.
estrogen
In the
in that.
summertime,
Woo, in the summertime. Ain't
Mad
nothing like
estrogen
an
in
ice
that,
cold
it
homie.
beer.
chills you.
Now I'm gonna want to drink.
See? See?
Right.
I have a
We are
question for you
tempting
guys,
Alan.
right?
So when you go on a first date with someone, is showing up to the date late a bad thing? And if you are late, what is the grace period? How late can you be?
I need more details. So, am I being picked up? Am I meeting someone there? Am I riding public transportation or Uber? Do I have my own car? Are we in New York? I mean, are we?
I mean, honestly, I would think that you were just meeting somebody there because it's like if you were late and they were picking you up, I don't really think that it was.
they would be late if they were picking you up.
You know, but what if they came to pick you up and you just took a long time to like come outside?
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really think that that's that bad.
I don't know. Let's ask
To-
him because I feel
to be
like
honest.
women are generally late and men
Always
Alright.
have to be the one waiting.
aren't as late. Yeah.
I'll tell you like this. If you a guy who's that guy like myself and there is no grace period on being late. Maybe 5 minutes. It's not like you got to be a stickler. But you do not get the opportunity to have me waiting. The second that you have me waiting, let's just say longer than 5-10 minutes, which I think is regular parking and whatever the hell, that's the second I know that I'm not a priority, you don't take me serious, and you truly don't care to make any type of first impression. And if I feel that way, even though it might not be true, but if I feel that way, I'm never going to take you serious at all. That's how you get your ass stuck with a 50-50 bill. Showing up 30 minutes late. You got me fucked up.
Well, that's agreed. 30 minutes is egregious, especially without calling in advance. If I know I'm
First
gonna
of
be
all,
late,
she's always late.
I was just about to say.
So
this
she,
is not
she'll be paying a lot of 50-50 bills and she ran
It's
into a lot
not
of
really
Ricos.
my topic because I'm a late person.
For a date?
For life.
Oh.
Like she's
For
late.
life.
I complain every
Honestly.
Thursday.
But you know what? Aaron be later than me. I'm not even gonna lie. I be holding it down for shorty.
Just the last
I be-
times.
But here's the
Holding
thing.
it down for
Aaron provides way more balance than you. So don't even compare. All right?
Then we bring me into the bullshit.
Yeah, like stop that.
Okay, be earlier than me. Then I wouldn't have to.
She has. There's one time I came here and she beat me. I was like, whoa. So I was like,
I did go on a date that I was late for.
How
Actually,
late?
all day.
Yeah, how late?
I've never.
been on time? You're
I've
Turn
never.
her
I
mic off.
haven't been on that many dates. Right, like dates where someone that I wasn't like already like.
Okay,
with,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was this one time. I didn't really know this guy from nowhere except Instagram, and I am friends with his sister, but he didn't know that. He just he found me on Instagram. So we kind of like DM'd a few times, and he was just like he wanted to go out, and there was this spot that we were both like not too far from, so it's just like okay. And I think at that point I made him wait like 30 minutes.
No, did you call or
No,
text?
yeah, I did tell him. Like, I told him when my ETA was. I told him, like, when I was leaving the house, and he was just like, oh, well, I'm already, like, 5 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, it's going to take me,
Did y'all have an
20.
actual set time?
Yeah.
I'm sure we did. I don't think anybody, like, says,
Did you have reservations? Because they cancel after 15 minutes.
no, it was not a reservation kind of thing. It was kind of just like, oh, let's go.
30 is
here.
egregious.
No, I agree, but that'd be me. I'm not going to lie.
I'm a leave.
My thing
I'ma
thing
leave.
is, I understand what Rico
need a
was
drink
saying
first, then I'ma
with like
leave.
you're not like making me a
Facts.
priority or all this good stuff and you ruined your first impression. But with me, it's like I'm not even thinking all that. It's not even like I'm not interested in you or anything like that. I just have a problem with time. I think that I have more time than I actually do. I think I can start getting ready at this time and be on time and then it just goes left. That's just
You know, I was
That's
so
my thing.
I'm so glad you said that. I was gonna touch on that
That
too.
is me.
The flip side about that, if you are late on these dates, and let's say I'm assuming we've had great conversation leading to the date. It wasn't just like a forced date. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we had great conversation and synergy, right? Going into this together, and you late, depending on your reasoning. Like if I'm like, yo, like what's going on? You're like, yo, crazy ass accident right here, and I'm just here. You can see, check my ETA. It says 10 minutes backed up on the Google Maps. Whatever. That's different. But if you just late because you bad with time, no offense. Like I'm not taking you serious. Cause I don't got the time to deal with somebody that's bad with time. That's what I don't got the time to deal with. Because if you bad with time, there's a lot of other things that's probably falling apart and a lot of other things that you're not managing well. And that tells me a lot about your characteristics and traits that you currently have or habits. Maybe you can grow out of it. Maybe it doesn't affect you on your day-to-day life, but I'm gonna take that as a red flag.
I mean, and fair enough. But if I'm like running that late, I'm gonna make up like just a really good lie. Like I had bubble guts or like
I'm like, yeah, we close.
like I mean, just something that's like believable, you know. But
I didn't honestly. The thing about this date is that I didn't really consider it a date because he kind of tricked me into a date, right?
wait, but no, 30 minutes is a lot.
30 minutes is a lot to
Damn it,
meet
I'm so-
somebody, but it wasn't a date to me. So it was just like I
could be
Meeting
late.
with a
meeting.
friend,
Yeah,
that's still egregious.
that's still.
Do you know
late.
what
But that's
punctual
why
habits are?
It was like I kept in contact with him. Like we were talking, so it's just like, oh, all right, okay, I'm now
That's
about to
probably
leave
why
the
you was
house.
late
Like,
because
that-
you was on the phone
Yeah.
no,
I don't think she wanted to be on that
with his
date.
cheeseburger fingers.
it
Mhm.
was. It wasn't
he had
really a
French
date
fry
to me. It
fingers.
was really a trick. He kind of
Yeah,
said
I
that
don't-
he had a business proposal for me. He was like, I kind of want to talk to you about something. So like, he was like, we should meet up. Like
That's even
sometime
worse.
next
So
week.
he's a scammer.
It was a
No,
it
but
was
no,
a
no, no,
scam
you-
date.
Scam out him.
Amanda's agreeing with you. She wasn't checking. That's why she didn't care about
She's been late on.
No,
it.
but
No, she won't be late on the date of somebody she likes.
I bet
I've
Slim
actually
Boogie
never
was,
been. I've never been.
Sweet.
Stop saying that because along with whoever's gonna come for you in the comments, I will be right with them.
So wait, Boogie, yo, this is crazy.
Houseway.
Yeah, Aaron put two different people in one.
I've never really been on a first date with someone that I
Or date,
know. I feel like if I like you already, we already talking. We already, I don't know.
like
We already
together?
established, and then
We're together.
we're together, and we dating now.
wait, time out because she's borderline a little crazy. Let me tell you something.
Maybe.
Hold on. If y'all been talking for just, let's say 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you really like each other. Like a month of talking is a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You went on one date, and the second date, maybe not the first date you were late, but were you late on the second date?
Well, we went together on a date. At that point, we weren't like meeting each other like
Okay.
somewhere.
Were you late coming downstairs? I know you were late. That's the thing. Just tell me you were late.
I mean, I don't remember, but maybe, but not by much, not by 30 minutes.
25.
But if you said you outside and I'm like, okay, give me 5 minutes, I'm coming.
That ain't 5 minutes. That's 30 minutes.
And maybe not. Give me 2 minutes because you told me you
I'm
come
a
in at
punctual person, though.
5 o'clock, and so I got myself ready for 5 o'clock.
I'm not gonna lie, like whenever we're about to go out and my husband is already ready, it gives me so much
I
anxiety.
was just about to say it's a different hustle if I know you're ready. Like if you come in to pick me up and I already know you're outside, it's kind of like, all right, I can't take 15 minutes to do whatever I thought I was gonna do. They're already outside. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Mm.
It gives me anxiety.
If he's ready,
Yeah. Because he's sitting there on the
he
phone.
can stay on the phone.
Tight as hell.
I start complaining. I start complaining. I'm like, yo, I'm about to just. You know what I start doing? This is my reverse psychology. If I, like, obviously, I'm saying.
Tired.
No, I start getting undressed.
Yeah.
First come off the belt. After the belt come off, then come off the shoes. Then come, if I'm wearing a jacket, then come off the jacket. By the time she finished, I'd be like, I'm the only one to go nowhere.
See, that's what I just said. Exactly.
Like that's how. If you depending on how late you are, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna slowly cancel. It's like hangman. You get
You was a petty
you
man.
get one more body part.
Because I'm gonna say I'm dressed. I'm not getting undressed like you. This makeup can't go to waste. So
That's
I'm
true.
going to dinner.
I
Coming
go.
or not.
No.
Give me your wallet. I don't know. I think that I think women are worse at this. One, because it takes more for women to get dressed. Let's just be honest. But I do think there's like an expectation that women have that the man is just gonna wait. Unfortunately.
I mean, there's also, well, yeah, I think stereotype wise, yeah. But like for me, like I said, I'm a punctual person and I got too many things going on in my life
To
on a
just be
day to
waiting.
day basis, right? Usually to make this date happen, I had to sacrifice something anyways. So now that I sacrificed something and now you got me waiting and you're late, I'm already upset like, damn.
So Rico, question for you, sir.
So a last minute, if I got a last minute rescheduling for a date that was already confirmed days prior without suffice reasoning, and it can't be like Aaron said, the bubble guts. It got to be like, hey, something is really, really going down. Maybe your child or your
Emergency.
loved one is. If it's just we got to reschedule and there's
No
no
explanation.
explanation.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
You're
Let-
up.
I know I told y'all I don't block people,
I'd be like, ooh.
but I'd find a way to block this person because like you gotta go. Like what you're not gonna do. See, I
Just waste your time.
yo, I value my time so much.
your
I don't want
time.
any woman to walk around in my atmosphere and think that she could just play with it. You can't play with my time at all. Don't make me wait. Don't make me late. Don't reschedule because this is not happening again. And that's just my standards. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect my time, like I said, for a non-suffice reason, you gotta go.
What time was the date?
I don't care what time it was.
No, because,
I don't even
no,
care. If
no,
you
but he
reschedule
said
in
at 7:38.
if it was our date was at 8 p.m. and you reschedule at 7:38 a.m., I still got an issue. Because
That's
if
a lot of time though.
no, it's not. If you gotta think about it. If I make a date for a Saturday, I'm thinking just my real life. That was confirmed anywhere between Monday and Thursday. So you had 48 hours prior. Like I said, without
What day is
suffice
the
reason.
date?
Saturday.
It's Saturday. And what day was the date made?
Anywhere between Monday and Thursday. Right? So on Saturday morning, you decide to cancel the date, reschedule the date without, like I said, justifiable reasoning, you gotta go. You
I don't know,
getting
like
clipped.
Well, maybe okay. This is what I want to say.
it's like
because
12 hours.
that's a
Usually
lot of.
she'll be like, I'm just not comfortable
That's
right
just
now.
well. That's just you
No.
being a little petty. Because I mean, they don't really have to disclose the reasoning if they asking you so many hours ahead if you can reschedule, because they probably just heard from the person that they're supposed to watch their kid that, okay, I'm sorry, I know I told you I can, but you know something came up, I'm not going to be free later.
Well, you
So-
gotta tell me. Like that's the thing. Like you owe the person who has been setting up a date with you for days prior. You owe them some type of reason on why you're
You
rescheduling.
said anytime between Monday and Thursday. If it just happened Thursday,
And it's Saturday. That's still 2
And-
days.
it's still 2 days. So it's
But
just
the
like
reason that
Yeah.
happened
I
like
feel like
Saturday morning is what
if
she's
someone
saying.
Yeah,
did,
but-
if someone did not give you a reasoning and it was like 7 p.m., your date is already for 8 p.m. and they're just like, hey, can we reschedule? That would have pissed me off. That's disrespectful as fuck. And I would have hit you with the calm, cool,
Oh,
and you
okay.
would never hear from me again.
Yeah.
And the cool would let you know that it's not cool. Is that just me?
No, that's
Like, because I don't
No,
text like that.
K.
I don't text. K. Right. Just I'm gonna text back
Bet.
something so you know
Yup. I just be like,
it ain't
yup.
it ain't cool, and you're not gonna hear from me again because that's disrespectful as fuck, especially without a reasoning. But it's like if you
Did it in the
told
morning?
me if you told me a
That's a
couple
long
of
time.
hours before, especially in the morning, I probably would have hit you back like, okay, sure, is everything okay? And gave them the opportunity to tell me what was going on.
Listen, we're not adding layers to this, Amanda.
I'm just saying. To
No.
me, I would react differently. Based
No,
on the time.
wait, no, you're not reacting differently. You're
I'm
reacting
telling you how I
differently.
would react. Yes, I would react. Differently.
Okay, listen. You're saying I would react differently, saying not you said you're saying that you're gonna take an extra step to figure out what the reason is. That's what you said. But if their reason is bogus, which is what we already confirmed, or they don't give you one, you're gonna have the same reaction. So now what I'm saying is you do not get that leeway to just play with people's times, especially somebody like myself. I'm not nobody, and any man like myself who got things going on. Listen, Saturday, I could make money. I could host an event. If I'm losing money to risk that, chill with you, I got a child. I could go chill with my daughter on a Saturday night and just kick it with her. So at the end of the day, I'm putting things aside for you. Now, if you think you're gonna try to schedule something with me days in advance and then cancel on me without any suffice reasoning, justifiable reasoning, maybe okay, you couldn't get a babysitter. I understand how that is. I could take that. But you just tell me we're gonna reschedule. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And you just leave it at that. So what you doing today? What's your other plans? I'm like, what? Yo, she's really crazy. She got me messed up. And then she gotta go.
Well, can I? I think if I were in that position, I think I would say, well, hey, something came up. Can we reschedule? Or actually, like, can I, figure out a date for us? You know what I mean? Versus, because I understand that I've already like, flaked out on a date. So I would, and if it's somebody I want to hang out with, I'll just say, can I plan a date? And we'll just take it from there. Yeah, I asked.
You know what? If that happened, Aaron, listen, ladies, that is the proper way to cancel a date.
And you ain't got to give nobody no explanation.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. If you do that, right? So if you do bubble
get out of
guts,
my head.
if you do that, I do think that that's dope. Like, see, but like people got to understand when they're in a dating market, right? So now you're actively dating. You have to understand that what you're doing is typically, the bad things that you're doing are typically going to arise again and again and again. And if you don't correct yourself or find ways to go about it, you're gonna end up in the same position.
Absolutely.
So if you're canceling dates with somebody who could potentially be good with you, and you're not giving them any reason or a solution, but we already know Aaron is solution based, right? So you're not giving a solution to say, hey, look, you know what? Something came up. I don't want to talk about this, but what I can do is let's reschedule maybe, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, depending on what your schedule looks like. That already alleviates the burden that you just was playing with my time. Now it lets me know that you seriously want to see me and you're trying to actively see me as well. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
Okay.
Amanda's shit,
No,
I'm
no,
not with
I-
that.
okay,
she's on some Brooklyn shit. I don't
I'm
like
not
that.
on
She's on
I'm
Brooklyn
not
shit.
on nothing. I agree with that. I fuck with that.
I mean,
got me
and
upset.
honestly, that's like an easy way to just like, finesse the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never text back after that day. Now you got the man walking around thinking like, yo, so what's going on with Tuesday? Well, something came up again.
Nah, somebody reschedule on the day. That's a thin line. I think that a lot of things that you do on the first day, like being late, canceling last minute, doing certain things, is lined up for disrespect. It's like I'm grooming you to be disrespectful. As long as you let me get away with these things, we're starting to groom. Because it's not that the person wants to be disrespectful to you. It feels like you're allowing yourself
That is exactly what it is.
You like being disrespected. So
Well, you don't like it. You may not like
Look
it,
at
but you
her.
don't know how
And
to
this is
stand
look at
up
her
for it.
face. She like, I like disrespected people.
Now you want to know who like actually checked me about this? Well, I'm not gonna say his name, but like a guy I used to date, and I would do stuff like that, like cancel maybe like a couple hours in advance, or totally forget I had something else to do, and I would have to reschedule with him.
I feel like you told us this before.
Probably.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Dog, you wasting my time."
You definitely.
And he was like, "It's rude as fuck." And I was like, "Is it?" Like, I didn't really look at it like that, And then so it did make me more conscious of like, playing, because I definitely wasn't gonna let you play with my time,
Someone checked me too.
So that's really what made me start moving differently when, it came to like canceling on people and, not being courteous about it.
a lot of
Absolutely.
because if you're not okay with walking away and you're dating, you are gonna come off desperate.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard to walk away, especially some people.
You really like
don't
them.
have a lot to invest, but you invest anyway. You're like, dang, I really got to invest. Then I invest. I invested 3 hours into that text, 3 hours into this. Now I'm like, shit. Now I need my return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait for a return. That's never gonna
There's
come.
no ROI. Yeah.
A lot of people are waiting for that ROI. It ain't there. It's a bad investment.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Bad investment.
I like.
I've been there.
So this weekend, I told y'all I went home and I was talking to my friend, and I was like, what's going on with your girl, this, that, and the other. He's like, oh yeah, we broke up. I was like, I just talked to you like 2.5, 3 weeks ago when I was here, and he said, yeah, we broke up. She just was like, I'm done waiting on you, this, that, and the other. I was like, well, I don't blame her. She shouldn't wait, but I guess she wasn't voicing that prior to them like getting back together. Like, hey, I'm waiting on you. We gonna make our family work. We getting back engaged. We getting married, X, Y, and Z. Whereas his position is, yeah, the possibility is there, but we got to work through some shit, you know? And I get his position, but I also get hers. I was like, don't fucking wait around. Don't let anybody waste your time.
They're gonna be back.
I don't know. That ain't none of my business. I mean, I'm gonna find out, but ain't none of my
If
business.
she ain't never said it before, he gonna work his way back.
I
Nah,
mean,
I don't know.
he might, but I just don't like.
Nah, he's
Because
not.
that's not even fair for you to walk away and we never really had a clear conversation about, you know, what was to come from, you know, us getting back together.
But she walked away.
Yeah, and then he did have a clear conversation.
Yeah, but
But he said she didn't. Like,
no, there
No,
was,
no.
but they weren't working in tandem to get to a middle ground to where they both felt like, you know what, we can work with this situation. Now we're ready to move forward and make our family work.
Yeah.